Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a full face get ready with me. I have so much here to try, from a new BB cream that was sent to me from Teresa is Dead. I have some new Tom Ford. I have I don't know how to say the brand, so I'm just going to say I've got some cream blushes. I have Chantecaille. I have Charlotte Tilbury. So many brands that I love, and some new HERMES that, we'll talk about that later. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the makeup look. Before we get started, I want to go ahead and tell you what's already on my face. Clearly, you can see my brows are done, my eyes are primed, but I also have primers on my pores. Same old MAC Skin Refine Zone and Milk Makeup Blur Stick. They will be in the description box. But now I'm going to go in and I'm going to try this out. You guys have been asking me several times, like, when are you going to try it? I'm sorry it took so long. This is from PURLISSE. It's the Perfect Glow BB Cream with SPF 30. Teresa is Dead sent this over in the mystery box that we did. Like, we did a little box swap, but she also put in there a Chantecaille foundation. So then I was like, I really wanted to try that foundation. Now I'm going to try out this one. I have the shade, what is it? It's light medium. And I've kind of been switching things up, like trying new ways of putting on makeup, trying different techniques as well as different products. And yeah, so part of that is also using brushes. So I'm going to be using a brush to apply this. It's the BK Beauty 106, one of my favorites when it comes to foundation brushes. And I just put it directly onto the brush. I'm just going to tap it on and then start working it in. I think I could have maybe one shade lighter. No, not lighter. One shade darker. This matches my face pretty well, but my face is lighter than my body. Now I'm not going to take this all the way up to my eyes. I'm going to keep it further down. I'm trying to put less product directly underneath my eyes. I'm using a stamping motion to help blend it into like my pores. It helps really get the product in. Then on my forehead, I really don't need a lot on my forehead. Like, I don't know, my forehead does not have a lot of discoloration. I don't break out a lot there. It's the rest of the face that's the problem child. I really like it. And it's got a nice light medium coverage. Kind of light, like more on the light, but a light medium. Like the perfect amount for just like everyday wear. Now I want to do just a little bit of color correction. So I'm taking my Charlotte Tilbury color corrector in number 2, medium. And an what number are you? The V34. I've got a tiny little bruise right here. This little freckle, I never color correct because I just add it back in. And then this is a little bit of sun damage. It is starting to lighten up, which is nice. So I had stopped using the hydroquinone and I'm using other things. I've been testing out quite a bit of different skincare, and I feel like my skin is responding really well to it. Ride or Die Giorgio Armani Power Fabric. And with this, I'm not going to use a wet sponge. I'm going to use a dry sponge. One of these little guys. And I'm just tapping it in, and then I'm going up to right underneath my lash line. And that gives me my coverage. But it's also picking up some of the product, which is fine. I just realized I forgot to tell you, I do also have BECCA's Anti-Fatigue Under Eye Primer on, and yes, I am about to use the under eye setting powder. I can't help it. It is the absolute best, and I have so many backups. I'm not even kidding. I'm probably gonna get more. Especially now that this is how I've been wanting to do my makeup. I don't know. I don't know. I have to figure something out. I am still trying to find some other dupes or just things that will work kind of as well. You can use the brightening powder from Laura Mercier, but in my personal opinion, I just happen to prefer this one. There's just something about it that I think is a little bit more blurring. It's a little bit more brightening. I like the way that this looks. It's much thinner, much more natural, and I still feel like I have the coverage, but it doesn't look as done, like as done up. And don't get me wrong, I'm still going to be doing that look, but on a daily basis, I'm really enjoying this. I don't know, I think it makes my skin look a little bit better. You guys let me know. I'm rambling. I'm rambling. I'm sorry. Now I'm going to go in with my SISLEY powder, and I'm going to use that same brush. This is from Stellazzi. It is the Large Fluff L224, and I'm going to set my nose with this. I could have very easily used the BECCA powder to do so, but you know, when you know that in a couple months you're not going to be able to get it anymore, you don't do that. And then with the BK Beauty 102, I'm going to go in with the SISLEY powder again, and I'm going to set the rest of my face. I love this glow. I love the glow of the BB cream. I love the glow of the powder. It's just really, really beautiful. I hope I don't mess it up. I'm using a new cream bronzer. Tara Lynn completely talked me into this, and I have new, it's from Chantecaille, and I have some of their blushes as well, but I'm going to start off with the bronzer, check it out, feel it out, and then I will check out the, I keep losing my words, the blushes. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, I did not sleep last night. I was so tired. Make coffee. I'm turning into a coffee drinker. Never used to be. Never. This is the Rare Beauty concealer brush. All I'm doing is just making sure I have no creases before I set right underneath my brow arch. MAC 252 and my smiling Mario palette. I'm just going to go right underneath the brow arch, right around the edge. All right, for the bronzer, Tara, this is going to be your fault if this goes wrong. I doubt it will. She has impeccable taste. This is the Chantecaille Radiance Gel Bronzer. I don't know. I don't think it has different shades. I think it's just one shade. I'm not actually sure. I just bought it because she told me to. I'm going to put it on top of my beautiful palette here. I keep forgetting the name. ECCENTRIC Visionaries. They're on Etsy. I'll try to remember to link this. I've talked about it 1,000 times. I love this palette. Oh, there's a little doohickey right here I gotta take off. I know this because I was swatching the blushes. Oh, and my hand is much better. If you see that little bit of tape, the tape is to make sure that my scar heals better. I talked about it in things that I have had done in that video, and it definitely works, especially if you have EDS like I do. Ooh, I think I put out too much. This is what it looks like. It's runny. Oh my gosh. I don't want to mess up my makeup. I like the way that this looks. I'm going to use this same foundation brush from BK Beauty. It's the 106. And I'm just kind of going to pull from that and work it into my brush. Because I don't want to get too much. And I'm literally going to be using this all over for... Ooh, that's... Okay, Tara. Okay, Tara, I see you. That's pretty. and super easy to blend. Ooh. Normally with my creams, I've only been doing like my contour, bronzer, not bronzer, my blush. I told you I need coffee, and my highlight. So this is so pretty. Just stamping, till I got, oh no! Okay, I got a little bit on. I gotta get this off. Hopefully I can just mix that in. Okay, it's mistake friendly. I love the color. Like, it's not, it looks like it's super, super, super bronzy, like too orange almost. But then when it goes into the skin, do you see that? It's so pretty, and it doesn't set up too quickly, so I'm able to work with it. Ooh, that makes me want to go get one of the blushes right now. But I'm trying a different brand of cream blush. This is gorgeous. Like, gorgeous. And I definitely got too much. You don't need this much. I'm really working this in, and it's not lifting up my foundation. It's not doing anything but amazing things. Oh my gosh, I love this. This is going to be a new favorite. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Like, it's so glowy and gorgeous. But yeah, don't use as much as I did. There is definitely wasted product on my palette, and that makes me sad. So don't do that. Now I'm going to go in with a highlight that I have used on my channel before, but I keep getting a lot of requests for DANESSA MYRICKS. I've done a few videos, but I think that she's getting more and more known, especially seeing as she got into Sephora, which is amazing. DANESSA MYRICKS is one of my favorites when it comes to her products, innovation, and the way she creates makeup. It's so beautiful. So I'm going to go in with this. I, again, been loving cream products. This is the Dew Wet, and it's in Morning Dew. For this, I do like to use a sponge. So I went and got my Cookie Sponge wet, and I'm just going to, well, damp. I squeezed it out. I'm just going to pick up some product on my sponge and then tap it into the skin, and it's going to be glowy. And then I will put my blush right in between. I take this lightly on my forehead. This one does have a tiny bit of sparkle, not a lot. Still super pretty. Oh, I realized I forgot to do my nose. I'll do it in a minute. Put this on my chin. For blush, I have two different ones from, I don't know how to say this brand. It's SAIE. SAIE? I'm not sure, but I'm just going to swatch both of these and then decide which one to use. Ooh, I like the packaging. This one right here is in the shade Rosy. Ooh, that's a nice texture. And then I have the shade Peachy. Ooh, I think it's gonna be peachy. I think it's gonna be peachy. Yeah, I'm going with this one. It's like a peachy pink. That is so, so, so pretty. I'm literally going to put a little bit of this on the butt of my sponge and do it that way. Start over here. Oh, that color. That color is everything. I switch back and forth between where the highlight is and the blush on my sponge so that I can merge them together really nicely. I didn't pick up any extra powder, but I'm just going to lightly take anything that's excess off my brush, just go over that. BOM 270 from Royal & Langnickel and my by Terry Hyaluronic Pressed Hydra Powder. And this is going to help blur the edges of where the powder meets along with the creams, and it also will further blur my pores. And I just hit pan on this. You know, I love this powder. I think it's so pretty. Oh, I need to do my nose. I'm gonna forget to do my nose. Before I get started on this eye look on this side, I want to tell you that when I got close to the mirror, I was doing my nose and my highlight and everything, and I was like, my makeup had lifted. So I don't think this has happened before with the Dew Bomb from DANESSA MYRICKS. It could be a combination of, you know, the creams, it could be the foundation, just whatever, but it had definitely lifted right here, some back here on both sides. So I just want to tell you that I did fix that. I used, you guys are gonna, oh my goodness, I dropped this again and I have messed it up. So I'm not going, this right here, this is Coral Rose from Wayne Goss. So what I did was, because this was a creamy area, I figured I would be able to just go in with highlight where the highlight was and then kind of cover up right where the blush met the highlight. And it worked. So I'm going to quickly show you what I did. So if that ever happens to you and you don't have time to redo your face, this is how you fix it. So as you can see, this brush right here has the blush color on it. This is the Nakia Joy F07. So right here, I just kind of tapped the product into, I did not really buff it in. I kind of tapped it in again because this was a creamy area. It was able to just kind of hold on to that blush, which was perfect. And then for the highlight, I actually went in with this brush right here. You want to make sure that you're using a creamy highlight, as in something like Ofra will work really well. The 3D All Over Glow Powder that I love so much, it just would not have worked because it's too powdery. You want something that has just a little bit more creaminess to it, and the Wayne Goss one does. So what I did, I got it on my brush, and then I did the same thing. I just kind of tapped it in, and then I went right around that again with a little bit of my By Terry powder. And now it is fixed. So I just want to let you guys know that that did happen. I couldn't see it. I tell you guys all the time that my vision is not the best. Like, I have good vision in general with my contacts in, but with the mirror so far away, I am nearsighted, so I just didn't see it. But that is how I fixed it, and that's how you can fix it as well. So just make sure that you're using like tapping motions, tapping circular, not buffing it in because you're going to move it further. But that's how I saved the look, because yeah. And then obviously I went ahead and did my nose. I used the Wayne Goss Satin Bronze. We're about to use this again. I used this shade right here, and then I used the 3D All Over Glow Powder for my nose. All right, let's get started on the eye look. Starting off with this. And I'm going to use a Bristles Beauty EO1DL. This is a larger fluffy brush. And I'm going to take the bronzer. This is the contour shade. This is the bronzer, and it has radiance to it, which I absolutely love. And I'm going to throw this in the crease. This is like the quickest smoky eye that I've done. And I feel like it looks just so good. I love the way this looks. I almost did not buy this duo from Tom Ford. That's what it is. It's one of those powder and cream duos. And so, yeah, I almost didn't get it, but I'm glad that I did because I really like the outcome. Now I'm just messily putting this in my crease because I will be adding more after I go in with the creams and the topper. But I just want to have that base there first. I'm going to add a little bit more of this to my nose and underneath my lip. Next, I'm going to go in with this brush. It is the Beautylicious Llano Series number 10. And I'm going in with the bronzer once more. And I will deepen this up with the contour powder later, but I want to wait until I get the duo on my eye first. I love this brush. So soft. It's great for blending underneath the eye. I mean, despite that little bit of lifting, I really like the way that my skin looks. I really, really do. Okay. You just gotta know how to fix it. All right, this is what I got. It is new from Tom Ford. It's the SAIE collection, cream and powder eye color in the shade 13 Black Sand. And yes, it's black. It is definitely black. This is the cream right here. You're like, why, how'd I get that? You'll see, you'll see. And then this is the top coat, and it is a beautiful gold. It's not too yellow. It's kind of a mixture between yellow and bronze. It's really, really pretty. There's a mirror on this side. I'm gonna go ahead and close that off, and I'm gonna start off with the cream. I'm going in with the synthetic version of the number 13 brush, and I don't wanna pick up a lot. Like, I know it looks like there's probably a lot, but there's a tiny little bit on. And I want to start at the bottom and start blending it out. I would rather add than go in with too much right out the gate. And as you can see, it blends out really beautifully. You can get it really intense or, you know, smudge it out to make it lighter. So I'm gonna start just getting this all over the lid, picking up a bit more. I'm gonna start pushing it slightly upward, not too far, but I wanna blend it up into the crease area a little bit so it's not a defined line. Now I'm going in with the topper and my finger. I'm gonna start pressing this right over top of that cream. Look at that. It's so beautiful. I love it so much. And you can put as little or as much as you want. If you want it to be more golden, go in with more. If you want to see a little bit more of that black gray, go in with less. It almost has like this green look to it with the combo. I just think it's so pretty. I love it. I love it. I love it. Rephr 14, going back in with the bronzer, and I want to deepen up right around the edges of that. And with this being a denser brush, it'll apply more as well. Lower lash line, I'm going back in with that Beautylicious brush and the contour to deepen up the lower lash line. The last thing that I am going to do before I line my inner rim is I'm going to go in with my Rephr number 3, the black cream, one more time. It kind of has little specks of gold in there as well. I am going to line the top portion. Then I have a slight little wing on this side. I'm going to attempt to do that again, but I'm going to attempt that off camera so I can get a little closer. And I'm going to line my inner rim with my Not Milk Boss liner. This is the BLACQUER from Marc Jacobs. I believe it's on sale right now. I'm trying to find something. I mean, I just knew that one would work for me. I don't like it as much as the milk one, but I'm gonna have to find another twist. That's the thing, is I want a twist up. I know that there's some really good ones that you sharpen, but I want a twist up really, really badly. Okay, I'll be right back again. Now I have a few different lips to try on, and I'm not hopeful. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not hopeful. If you saw my review of the HERMES silk blushes or whatever, you know, it wasn't worth the money. And I bought these before I had gotten, it was the day after. So anywho, these came the day after. I have not put these on my lips. However, I have touched them, like swatched them. And I have a feeling I'm going to be angry. Anywho, I mean, I kind of feel like I probably at this point should have just purchased a lipstick, but I'm spoiling it. It could be good. It could be good. These are the Rose HERMES Rosy Lip Enhancer. The first shade I have is number 14, Rose Apricot. I don't know. has the same beautiful packaging. I love the Hermes packaging. You slide it out. So it's like, oh, it's so luxe, it's so luxe. And then you have this cover, which I never use this. I know. And then you have the medallion on the end of the lipstick. Heavy. These feel luxe. This feels cheap. This feels luxe. It is nice and weighted. The material is nicer. Magnetic closure is just much, much better. More of what you would expect along the lines of something luxury. Now, let me make sure I don't have any balm left on my lips. And let's start off with this. This is what it looks like. It looks so pretty. Like, to look at it, I'm like, oh, it's so cute. It feels waxy. It doesn't feel like a balm. It smells good. I wouldn't wear that. Disappointment number 1. I don't know if you guys can even see it. It's like, look what it's doing on my lips. Let's try another one. This is Rose, I don't know, number 30. All right, let's see. Waxy. I don't see a whole lot of, I know it's a balm. I don't know. I don't know if I would wear that one or not. Last one, number 49, Rose Tan. That is one of the shades of blush I got. I'm hoping that this, oh, and it says, I didn't even notice, it says Hermes right across imprinted on the actual bullet. I don't know that any of these colors are flattering on me. Like, maybe this one the most? But I'm gonna be honest with you. I would rather get my Pat McGrath or, ooh, my beloved, what is it? What are they? They're in my purse right now. Rare Beauty. Those balms, oh my gosh. The ones that are like a glossy balm, those are amazing. Definitely would tell you to go get those. I have the new gloss from Tom Ford. It's part of the collection, the Soleil collection. This is the Sunlust Lip. And I'm just going to put this on. And I think I'll probably put it on top of the lip color that I finish with. This is what it looks like. So it kind of has that gold that's like the topper of the shadow. Let's see. Doe foot instead of that brush. This is actually pretty all on its own. Like, it's not too glittery. I don't feel the glitter. That's pretty. That is pretty. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on a liner, and then I have one more lipstick that's going to finish off the look, and then I'm gonna put this on top. Even though I feel like I could just leave it like this. I think this is so pretty. This is so pretty. I would not anticipate this looking like this on my lips. Okay, well, we'll get into my thoughts momentarily. Kitten liner, how'd you know? Sorry, I'm being silly. I have this new lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Nude Romance. That is what it is. All right, and I know it has pretty little sparkles all over it. I have not tried this on yet. Look at that. Packaging, and it doesn't cost nearly what the Hermes does, and I bet it's gonna look good on my lips. I bet. I mean, it's fresh. Oh, look at the heart. And it's refillable. and it's refillable. Oh, there's a heart on this side too. There's just hearts everywhere. Okay, let's put this on. All right. I used a lighter liner because I didn't want to change the color of this, but I wanted to have guidance. That's a good color. This is definitely one of my favorites from her. This is beautiful, and the packaging is just perfect. All right, I'm trying to decide. So I put a little bit of this on top. Just a little bit of the Tom Ford. Perfect. Perfect. All right, this is the finished look. Let's talk about the things that I love and the things that I don't love, because there's definitely some hits and some misses. So let's start off from the beginning with the foundation, or should I say BB cream, because that is what this actually is. It is the Perfect Glow BB cream. It's oil-free, moisturizing, natural looking coverage, matte meets glowy finish. It's for all skin types, even sensitive, which is me. I like this. I think this went on beautifully. I like the color. I love the way that my skin looks. This is definitely something that I will be reaching for, especially during the summer. I do like to wear sunscreen underneath my foundation, BB cream, whatever, because there's never quite enough. You can't put enough of, well, you could, but you look a little cakey. But this is really, really pretty. I am very impressed with this. Definitely a hit. What is the next thing? The Chantecaille Gel Bronzer. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Now I cannot wait to test out the blushes that I got. Don't use much. You do not need much of this. And it was so nice that it was just so easy to use. I didn't have to sit there and really be careful with it and think, okay, well, if I get it in a spot, it's not going to, you know, blend out. Blends beautifully, works into the skin beautifully. I love the color of this. It is definitely something I will be reaching for, which now leads me to another thing that I will be reaching for, and it is the, how do you say this? The SAIE. SAIE? I don't know. But these blushes, oh my gosh. From the packaging to the way that they look on the skin. Sorry, I'm trying to get the other one out. Come here, my pretty. This color I really love. The one that I used. What shade are you? Peachy. These are so, so pretty. I could have taken these and put them on the palette like I did with the bronzer, but I just literally just stuck it on the bottom of my sponge and tapped them on. I'm going to try these out with a brush and let you guys know how that goes, but they're gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I would definitely suggest these. And then the highlight, unfortunately, I don't know why it lifted. Like I said, it could be that I didn't have as much powder on my face, so it didn't hold up as well. It could be that the foundation and this didn't mix. I'm not sure. I've used this before. I think it's beautiful, but it just didn't work out so well for me today. But I'm not going to say this is a bad product. I do think it's pretty and it looks really great on the skin. The Hermes bombs, save your money. Save your money. I don't even know what is going on with this. This makes me not want to purchase anything else. Like, if this launch had gone well, again, I have to say, I have to admit that the blush formula is beautiful, but they're glued in. I don't even know if they're actually magnetic or if I would have to use the glue. It's this whole thing, and then the packaging being bad. The packaging on these, so nice, but then they are waxy and the colors are just a little outdated, if you ask me. I don't know if I'll end up using them. Probably not. I wouldn't suggest them. I definitely wouldn't suggest them. There's so many other ones on the market that are just so much better. The last few things, Tom Ford, love this. I love this eye look. It was so easy to create. I mean, I think it took like 5 minutes and it's done. And it's smoky, it's pretty, it's beautiful, and it worked really, really well. I love that. And this gloss definitely surprised me. If I had seen this in the store, I just really wouldn't have thought twice about it, but the way it looks on my lips, I mean, obviously it looks great. You don't see a lot of the actual color or the, yeah, I don't really see a lot of the sparkle. The sparkle in this is very, very fine, so it's not that like chunky glitter or anything like that. But it makes my lips look very juicy, but I love the way that it looks on its own. So it's nice to see something different from Tom Ford. Love that. And then I love this color from Charlotte Tilbury. Definitely get this over the Hermes. Her lipstick line in general is just, she's got pretty much something for just about anyone. And so is that it? Is that it? Is that it? I think that's it. So yeah, most things were good. And then we had a few little minor anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed getting ready with me. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see all of you in my next video. Bye guys.